Hey there, this is Amelia here. Welcome to Amelia's crossdressing story. Today we are going to share a story called Trip to Paris Part 26. By Teddy. For more interesting and exclusive stories, please subscribe to my channel and support me at Patreon. Ronnie looked at Jason with a very concerned look. And Jason continued, but I know Ronnie understands me and accepts me for who I am. Why can't people just let people be who they are? Jason, it's just the way people are. If you don't fit into what they call the norm, they can't accept it. You have friends who are completely outside the norm and you've accepted them. And they've accepted you. You have a lot of friends that understand you. Your mom and sister Mary understand you and have even accepted Linda. You are a special person, and that's because you aren't afraid to be who you are. I know. But, to have someone react like that. Not to mention what she said about Ronnie. I don't know if I ever want to see her again. Just then the phone rang, and Ronnie answered, Hello. Hi, Mom. I'm not sure. He's very hurt. Mark and Sarah are here, and we're talking. Sure. Just a minute. Honey, Ronnie said, handing the phone to Jason, your mom wants to talk to you. Jason took the phone and said, Hi, Mom. No, I'm not all right. I'm very upset with her. More so about what she said about Ronnie than anything else. She had no right to say the things she did. I don't care if it was a shock seeing me. She still had no right. Ronnie's no more of AL than you are. Mom, I don't know if I ever want to see her again. Mom, don't cry. It's not your fault. It's mine, for being who I am. Mom, I'm who I am. If she can't live with that, then I don't need her around. No. I don't want to talk to her. She should feel bad. She hurt the two of us very much. And I won't put up with it. Maybe Ronnie will talk to her, but I'm not going to. Holding the phone out to Ronnie, Jason said, Here, talk to Mom. Ronnie took the phone and walked into the living room. Jason, Mark, and Sarah kept talking about the incident with Beth, what may have triggered it, and how to handle it. Mark could tell that Jason was really depressed over it. Ronnie was back in a few minutes and said, Honey, I'm going over to your parents. Why? Jason asked. To talk. With? Your mom. And? Beth. Are you sure you really want to? Honey. I won't let this ruin the relationship between us and your family. Mary and your mom are fine with this. And I don't want your mom to have to take sides. All right. I guess. I'll be back later. I think we're going to get Jason out of the house, Sarah said. He needs to get his mind off of this. I thought I was the psychologist, Mark quipped. But I just want to stay here, Jason said. Jason Allen Blackwell. Ronnie said, Do you remember when we were in France? When Grandpère was so ill. And you told me we were going for a ride and didn't give me a choice. Well, there's no choice for you either. You go with Mark and Sarah wherever they want to go. Yes, ma'am. That's better, love. I'll see you guys later. Ronnie gave Jason a big kiss and left. Sarah then said, That girl really loves you. I know. But sometimes I don't know why. A little while later, Mark, Sarah, and Jason had driven to a part of town known for its small shops and restaurants. They parked the car and started walking. They walked and window shopped for a good hour until Jason finally said, You know, I'm hungry. You should be, Sarah said. I don't think you've had anything to eat since yesterday, and it's late afternoon. Why don't we go to Mary and Ted's? All right by me. Mary and Ted's was a small restaurant just down the block from where they were that had a patio area between it and the next building. They went in, placed their orders at the counter, and told the girl that they would be on the patio. There was only one couple sitting at a table, so finding a table wasn't a problem. As they sat, Mark said, Jason. Are you feeling any better? Not really, Jason replied, I just feel really sad inside. I understand. I know Beth hurt you. Let's hope that Ronnie's talk with her and your mom goes well. I know. Can we talk about something else? 10 minutes later, their food was delivered. And they sat and ate in silence. Just as they were finishing, Ronnie walked up with a tray of drinks and said, Hi. Thought that you might like these. How did you find us? Jason asked. I knew that you guys were coming down to this part of town and that Sarah liked this place. So, I took a guess. Ronnie sat down and passed out the drinks. Jason finally said, Well, what happened? Getting through to Beth was like pulling teeth. Mom tried. I tried. But it was Mary that finally got through to her. Mary? Yes. She must understand you more than anyone else does. Even me. She just sat there and told Beth, in a very straight and matter-of-fact way, how she felt about you and Jamie. And why you liked to be, and needed to be, Jamie. Your mom and I just sat there, not really believing what we were hearing from Mary. Then she really laid into her about what she had said about me. My little sister? Yes. And, when she was done, Beth was in tears. And it took Mom a good while to calm her down. I'm glad Dad was playing golf, or he would have heard the whole thing. But, once Beth had calmed down, she apologized for acting the way she had. She told us that she and Peter had a fight that morning, and she had still been upset. Both your mom and I feel that she was very sincere in her apology. But, she did say that she really didn't want to see you dressed that way again. As far as I'm concerned, she doesn't ever have to see Jamie again. And, just because she and Peter had a fight, she doesn't have the right to attack someone the way she did. Honey. She knows that. In fact, she said almost the same thing. I think she may have realized that you're the same person that you've always been. It's that she's never seen the Jamie side of you. And, it's more than she wanted to know. For the first time that day, Jason relaxed, sitting back in his chair and sipping on his drink. All of a sudden, he sat straight up and said, My hair. What about your hair? Sarah asked. I was supposed to go back to Helen's today, and she was going to dye my hair back to its normal color. Don't worry, love, Ronnie said, I know of that. I called her and told her that we had a problem and couldn't make it in today. But, would see her later this week. Good. At least someone was thinking. Ronnie just smiled. Wait, Jason said, not good. I've got class tomorrow. Lover, Ronnie said with a smile, got it covered. Helen said to get some hair coloring and do a temporary dye job until we can see her. I stopped at the drugstore and the hair color is out in the car. Jason sat back in his chair with a look relief on his face and said, What would I do without you? Ronnie whispered to Sarah, Think we should show him the paper? I don't know, Sarah whispered back. What are you two whispering about? Jason asked. Nothing, love, Ronnie said. Ronnie. What? Something in today's paper. What? Ronnie found a copy of the Sunday paper on one of the tables and the lifestyle section from that paper. She opened it to a page, and as she set it on the table in front of Jason, she said, Remember the photographers yesterday? Jason started to say, yes. What a boo. And he just stared at a full-page montage of the bridal show, with Ronnie and Jamie's bridal picture right in the middle. Not to mention other pictures. Luckily, none of them in the corsets. Jason looked at Ronnie with a look of panic as he said, Oh God. No. Everyone will know. Honey, Ronnie said, look again. You really don't look like you. Even when you're dressed as the groom. Jason, Sarah said, relax. Those pictures are fine. I see Jamie, not Jason. She's right, Mark said, in the gowns you look very pretty, and I don't see Jason anywhere. And, the wedding pictures, I see a girl looking like a guy. Jason looked at the others and said, Are you sure? Ronnie smiled and said, "Yes, love. We're sure." Mark said, "Yes. Remember, you know that it's you in the pictures, but no one else will." "God. I hope you guys are right," Jason said. "We are." Early that evening, as Ronnie was dyeing Jason's hair, they were talking, and Jason asked, "Did you know that they were going to print those pictures?" "No, honey. I didn't. I didn't even see it until Sarah showed me earlier today." "Did we sign releases or something?" "We may have. We signed a number of things at that meeting. I wish I'd known they were going to do this." "I know. And Beth is going to stop by at 9. "What? Beth is going to stop by? Why?" "I think she wants to apologize. I don't know if I want to see her. She's your sister. You love her, and she loves you. Give her a chance. I guess." At 9 the doorbell rang. Jason looked at Ronnie, and Ronnie said, "She's your sister." He got up, walked to the door, and opened it. Not only was Beth standing there, but also Mary. And Mary said, "Hi." "Hi," Jason said, "come on in." Beth, looking very sheepish, followed Mary into the apartment. Jason gave Mary a big hug, and she whispered, "Give her a chance." Jason then looked at Beth, she looked at him and started to cry. Jason then hugged Beth and just held her. And she whispered, "I'm so sorry that I acted the way I did. Please don't cry. It'll be fine," he whispered back. When they broke the hug, Beth wiped her tears away. Jason took her hand and led his sisters to the living room where Ronnie was. Ronnie got up and gave both Beth and Mary a hug. Everyone sat, Ronnie and Jason on the couch and Beth and Mary on chairs. And they just looked at each other for a few minutes. That's all for now. See you in the next video. For more interesting stories, please subscribe to our channel, and for exclusive content, please join us on Patreon. Link in the comment.